Welcome to this brief webinar, The Value of the New York State Seal of Biliteracy. This webinar is brought to you by the Capital District Region Auburn. The Auburn is funded by a grant with the New York State Education Department. If you would like a copy of this, you may obtain it at http://bit.ly/NYSSB. We must first identify the value of multiliteracy. But before we begin, it's important to recognize the difference in some terminology. Bilingual versus biliterate versus multiliterate or multilingual. Bilingual people are those who speak two languages. Biliterate people are fluent in two languages across all four modalities: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Multiliterate or multilingual people are those who are identified as proficient with three or more languages. So why promote multilanguage study? A 2018 article in weforum.org outlines some major benefits to multiliteracy. According to their research, being multiliterate increases global connectivity, increases a person's individual income potential, can actually offset dementia. It increases a person's concentration capability and their information processing. Clearly, there are many benefits to being a multiliterate person, but why offer a particular seal of biliteracy? New York State offers a seal of biliteracy in order to encourage the study of multiple languages, to identify high school graduates with language and biliteracy skills for employers, to provide universities with additional information about applicants seeking admission, to prepare students with 21st century skills, to recognize the value of foreign and native language instruction in schools, and to affirm the value of diversity in a multilingual society. There is a stark reality faced by New York State's biliterate or multiliterate English language learners regarding their opportunities in advanced classes. According to a 2016 study by EdWeek, ELLs in high school are underrepresented in honors, AP, and college dual enrollment courses. ELLs are also underrepresented in Algebra 1 in middle school, which is linked to fewer enrolling in advanced math in high school. The same EdWeek study also found that when current and former ELLs are equally prepared to take advanced courses as measured by their grade point averages and standardized test scores in math and reading, they enroll in more college-level courses than their native English-speaking peers with similar prior academic performance. On average, the current and former ELLs also earn better grades. Pursuing the New York State Seal of Biliteracy is one way to help English language learners recognize the asset of having multiple languages and help prepare them to take advantage of advanced coursework. New York State is far from alone in recognizing the value of the Seal of Biliteracy. First introduced in California in 2011, it has grown to the point where currently 40 states and Washington, D.C. are offering the seal. A preliminary report released in June of 2020 by the New York State Education Department's Office of Bilingual Education and World Languages noted that for the 2019-20 school year, to date, 3,497 students had been awarded the seal. Of those, 73 students earned the seal in 2 world languages plus English, and 2 students actually earned the seal in 3 world languages plus English. And yet, in spite of this success, there are still some obvious discrepancies in the data of demographics, which bears closer evaluation. For example, 2,491 of those earning the seal were female. That represents 71% of the population. Also, current English language learners only took 4% of the seal, while former or ever ELLs earned 18% and those who were never considered English learners represented 78%, or 2,732 of those earning the seal in 2019-2020. Disaggregating the data about students earning the New York State Seal of Biliteracy by ethnicity also reveals some opportunities for continued growth. For example, white students accounted for 56% of those earning the seal. Asian or Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islanders were 11%. Black or African American students only accounted for 5%. Hispanic or Latino students only accounted for 26%, and those who are multiracial only accounted for 2%. In addition, while 58 languages are represented in this year's New York State Seal of Biliteracy Awards, there are over 200 languages native to the students in New York State schools. Clearly, there is additional work to be done. The New York State Seal of Biliteracy offers clear cognitive, academic, and financial gains to students who practice the benefits of learning another language. This is responsive to all learners, whether they are English language learners, bilingual language learners, world language learners, or heritage language learners. It is important that we continue to support their development as students and as global citizens. For more information, please contact the Office of Bilingual Education and World Languages at nysed.gov or the Capital District Region Bilingual Education Resource Network at arburn.org.